So I have some exciting news from the Sharpest Edge since the Lehigh Valley Knife Show. I met a gentleman named Joe Dara, who is the 10-time world champion of knife throwing, and he owns Broken Feather Custom Knives, and he has invited Mrs. Blade and myself to his impromptu meeting, as well as the 3-day event where there'll be like custom knife makers and all kinds of interesting things, including lots of knife throwing. And as you guys know, I am brand new to knife throwing because I'm a collector and I like to keep things pristine. So it's going to be a totally new experience for me. So that will be really cool, and I'm looking so forward to it, Joe. So thank you for the invitation, number one. Number two, Freak Show Creations, Freak Show LLC, has alerted me to let me know that my K-Bar Red Spacer fighting knife, the Marine fighting knife that I treasure so much and entrusted to them to customize, is now finished. And it is going to be sent to me anytime soon. So I am totally stoked about that. Specialized laser engraving and some customization work on the sheath, dedicated to my Marine family and, of course, my mother. So I am really looking forward to receiving that soon. Second piece of news from that same level, Freak Show, Mike Carroll has introduced a new drop. The knife is called the Warthog, and just like the Omen, it promises to be super fantastic. So any of you that has seen my Omen video and has seen the Omen up close and in person, this Warthog is going to be sick. Sick, sick, sick. So if you get a chance, get in that drop, that pre-order drop. It is a Freak Show Family LLC. You definitely want to check that out. So that's that information. Also, the next PA Knife Show for Lehigh Valley Knife Show is September 27th and 28th, 2025, from Saturday 9 to 5, Sunday 9 to 2 p.m. And of course, it's at the Charles Schrin Community Center of Palmer Township in Easton, Pennsylvania. So if you get an opportunity to see this show, it was unbelievably packed. It was probably the best show in a very long time. So many dealers, so many people, so many great friends, old friendships, new friendships. It's something that you just have to experience for yourself. So if you haven't been, make plans and take the trip. It's well worth your time. So, what did I get at the Lehigh Valley Knife Show? Let's check it out right here at the Sharpest Edge. You got the sharpest edges. What is up, knife community? This is Blade Love coming at you from the Sharpest Edge, and you are with me in the man cave. So now that we got all the exciting news out of the way, let's stop the talking and get to the checking out of the blades. So the first knife that caught my attention was a vintage Gerber USA. And it's in really extraordinarily great shape. It is a big, beefy blade. And this model is called the LMF. It is super sharp. The only downside is it didn't come with a sheath, but I am having Bob Holsheiser, my leather guy, create me a nice one. So unfortunately, it will probably be one of the last sheaths that he creates because he is retiring. So she is one of my favorites. The second one, at first, really just looked like an ordinary dagger. You know, like a boot knife style. Until I checked it out. And it's a 88 from Seki, Japan. Full tang. And it's got a really unique shape. And what's really cool, hollow ground on the other side. Really nice profile. Great blade geometry. Reminds me of the Gerber Marks. that series, the Gerber Mark series, because they have the double serrations on each side. Let me see if I can get a little closer. Double 8 design, patent pending. And then I'm going to be learning this one of these days. There we go. 440 stainless steel, Seki, Japan. So these are the two blades that caught my eye. To be honest with you, a lot more than two blades caught my eye, but my pocket said those are the two blades that you're going to get, because I had to narrow it down from a dozen that I found that were really cool. But those are the blades from the show, so let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. And trying to get this to work for me. Virtual hands, check it out. But it's definitely a new setup for me, without a doubt. Getting focused on certain items is easier than others, like focusing writing for like documents, and that is a piece of cake. Of course, here are the two patches I got from Broken Feather Knives, Joe Dara. And I am just stoked about just getting invited to go to that invite-only meeting, which was really cool of him. I thought that was very nice. Got to meet a lot of wonderful new friends, and it is just fantastic. So that'll be it for this shorter video. I will be back with a few final thoughts in just a moment. One of the greatest things I saw at the knife show were so many custom makers that had a great deal of US knives for not only like $500 or $600, but for $100 and below. There were some really great manufactured custom knives as well as commercially made knives. And it was nice to see that there were people from all walks of life enjoying them all together, because some people have deeper pockets, other people can't afford as much. But at that show, someone can find something to fit their wants and needs, which is fantastic. And going to these shows, meeting the people, making new friendships, seeing your old friends, that is one of the biggest reasons I love going to the knife shows, especially the gun shows still to this day when I get to go to them. They're unfortunately a little more rare to find locally, but we get there when we can. But I'll tell you, it is amazing the amount of knowledge, the amount of diversity, the camaraderie that exists at knife shows. Mrs. Blades sat out at the table in the cantina where she was eating some food, and people would sit down after asking her, of course, if they can sit down, and talk with her, and just like they knew her for years. I was very humbled by a lot of people who came up and said, "Hey, aren't you that guy on YouTube, Blade Love?" I was like, "Yep, that's me." I took 100 cards with me, passed them all out, even was honored to have signed some of a few and get pictures taken with people, which was really flattering for me. It's something that I don't expect, nor do I really think about. It's just really neat that people enjoy the content and actually are seeing what I do as a value to them. And that's all I ever want. Like I said a million times before, I buy my own knives. I don't get anything given to me to promote. I don't get these channels monetized because I don't need it. I work for a living, and that's just what I do. I'm disabled, so I am able to go to these shows more often than most people. because I don't have like a strict 9 to 5. My schedule is like rotationary, so it's really cool. Another thing that is really fantastic about the show is it doesn't matter if you're disabled like I am and have difficulties walking or getting into the place, because there are convenient handicap spaces. There's handicapped access. You can get in and maneuver easily, whether you're in a wheelchair, walker, cane, whatever, and feel comfortable that people will be careful and are willing to help you every step of the way if you need something. So it is a great welcoming environment for everyone. I mean, there's no politics in the building. The only politic you have is whether you like Benchmade, or whether you like ZT, or whether you like Buck, or whether you like another type of knife, or a knife steel. Try a knife steel once. That's where the true politics in the knife community comes out, So it's fantastic. And it's beautiful to see debates done without getting angry or ugly to one another. There's a handshake at the end. You still give your friends a hug before you go, and know that you're going to see them next year. And in this case, I'm going to see them in September again. So it's a wonderful experience, and it just is something that I encourage everybody to at least experience once. Go to Blade Show, go to any knife show that you can find. You will be amazed. Just like when you go to a gun show, you will be amazed the caliber of people you will find. You will find the top-notch caliber of people all the time. So this is Blade Love from the Sharpest Edge. Thank you for watching my video. And please always remember, be good to yourself, but especially be good to one another out there. Take care, everyone. Bye for now.
You got the sharpest edges I've ever seen, and every time my hands get careless, you make me bleed. I'm cut up, down, and in between, 'cause you got the sharpest edges I've ever seen. Don't hurt me.